All right, welcome into the Daily Fix with your host, Ron Hughley, every day right here, 12 Central Standard Time. And yes, we are deep into the playoffs, and the sports world is rolling right now with Championship Sunday coming up. But again, however you're taking this in, we appreciate you. Listeners, right there in that small little box where he rightfully belongs, there is Steven Serta. Say hello to the people, Steve.
Hi.
There he is. There he is in the building. All right. One thing I do need you to do, if you have not done so, if you rock with us and you haven't done so, shame on you. You need to do that right now. That is head to our YouTube channel. Head to our YouTube channel and check out Foolish Club Media. Like and subscribe. Foolish Club Media, and you get all the great content. Postseason coming up. We're doing even more. Look out for a big supersized pregame show coming up before the game against Buffalo on Sunday, not to mention Veach season, which comes out, I believe, today, not to mention, or comes out early in the week, not to mention that Brian's World comes out today, showing BK Daily Fix every day. So all the things that you want to hear, all the content right here on Foolish Club Media, like and subscribe, and you can be a part of it. Not going to hold you long. Want to talk about the newest young gun in the NFL, and has he far and away past all the other ones that were talked about before he started? And what Josh Allen are we going to see? The new and improved Josh Allen? Or is that one guy going to sneak his way through this piece? We'll talk about that here in a second, but I want to start here. Certain boy, give me my 2 minutes, because these Chiefs, are hated. What do they call it? The Chiefs fatigue, the Mahomes fatigue. I mean, people can't help themselves about how much they hate the Chiefs, and they've created these narratives, right? Obviously, despite whatever numbers you throw at them about officiating calls, like I feel like in this run, sort of from the outside public, 70% of the time, the Chiefs have been aided by help from officials or luck to win these games. And when you look at what the narrative of luck and getting calls is one part, like I could see that. And I've tried to explain to people, like, look, man, you see the Chiefs the most, right? Nobody is on TV more. Nobody's playing more primetime games. This team is now about to play their 7th consecutive AFC championship game. They have been to 4 Super Bowls. You have seen them in big games on big stages more than anybody. And you are more heightened to their calls, especially now with the narrative. But sort of what I think has been added to this point of this narrative being created is sort of, I don't know if there is another team or athlete in sports right now that the majority of people want to see lose. I mean, it is like, I think the Chiefs are up there past, and this in recent history, it may be more than anybody. I think people want the Chiefs to lose more than they ever wanted the Patriots to lose. I think it's more than LeBron. And there's a group of people who I mean get a chub out of LeBron losing. The Warriors, whatever, however you had it. They're not gonna, I mean, you've added Taylor Swift to it. So, every single right-wing person in the world wants them to lose even more, even though Patrick Mahomes' mom and the rest of his family and his wife is as right-wing as they are. They want him to lose. But it is like, that is the big key. It's not just that they're on TV all the time. It's not just because we see them the most. It's not just all. It is when you combine seeing them all the time and the thirst and hunger and want so badly for them to lose, it heightens and brings up all of those narratives. That pass interference penalty in the Ravens Buffalo game covered more than the penalty yards combined of the 2 hits that people are crying about in the Chiefs Texans game, and led to a touchdown in a 2-point game. You don't hear anybody talking about that cost the game in the manner of 2 hits. And this was a 40-yard penalty. You don't hear people saying that. Set them up 1st and goal. You don't. but it's the Chiefs, and people want them to lose so bad that they hide everything else. This is wild to me. It's the most hated team in all of sports.
I don't disagree, and it's crazy because I never would have thought like the Patriots really like they're more hated than the Patriots. The Patriots who got caught cheating multiple
Yes,
times, like
actually
the
cheating.
the Patriots with Tom Brady that won that many Super Bowls, whose reign lasted 20 years across the NFL, and yeah, the Warriors and LeBron. But I do think some of this is Taylor Swift. Like that game between the Chiefs and Texans, what wasn't even particularly entertaining football game in the middle of an afternoon on a Saturday, was the most watched playoff or most watched NFL game in ESPN history. Like the Chiefs just have a larger footprint than almost any other team that we've ever seen. And some of this is the Taylor Swift effect, but it's like for all of the fans that they have across the country right now and everybody who's rooting for them, the ones that seem to be the loudest are the ones that are pushing bogus narratives and rooting for them to lose.
Oh,
And
it's more who want them to lose than want them to win. There, that is flat, and it's more like I'm serious. This is more than LeBron. This is the only thing that I can maybe push this towards is the Heat. When the Miami Heat came together, I feel like that is the only thing of recent memory that is on par with this. Is the hatred that LeBron, D Wade, and Bosh put together when they put that team together, and how everyone busted in the seams when the Mavericks beat them.
There's literally millions of people hate watching them.
Every week. All right. Speaking of the next time people will hate watch them and all of a sudden pull for the Buffalo Bills, it's coming up on Sunday. And my thought is Josh Allen, I think he should be the MVP of the year of the league this year. And he has really just changed face, Steve. He has not been at all in any form as careless with the football, turning the football over like he used to, doesn't take shots, takes what the defense gives them, makes the right play. I mean, he's got that team sort of all year long had 4 turnovers. I mean, I had 8 turnovers, excuse me. 8 turnovers, and he had 6. 8 turnovers is what they had all year long. And he has been at the top of that. One thing you knew was like, Josh going to make some crazy plays, but you could almost just wait for it, Steve. All right, here we go, Josh. Do something stupid. Come on, Josh, take a chance. Like Josh would go from high risk to pitch it right behind me while I'm running and nobody knows that I'm pitching. Like he would do some crazy, crazy stuff. He hasn't been doing that. But Steve, that guy's still in there, man. You don't take that guy out. You don't take that guy. Just like with Mahomes. Like it took him he's still firing it down the field. He's still holding it, trying to fire it down the field, even though he's tried to and done a pretty good job of adjusting. It's still in there, Josh. It is. And is there a place where Josh has not felt he's had to do it at all this year, really? Is there a space in where Josh feels like, I got to make a play? I got to make a play. Will the old Josh, let me take a chance, go back up? That is one that I am intrigued to see if Josh can play in the biggest game of his life the same way he has done all year, or will he revert back like we know many guys do?
Yeah, it's not just that he's not forcing or he's not turning the football over like at the rate that he used to, which early in his career was a very high rate. It's that he's not turning the football over at all anymore. Like he has just been that good this season. We've never seen a quarterback take this kind of leap throughout his career in terms of mitigating and controlling turnovers, and also like the accuracy with which he has taken strides over the last several years. he is an incredible football player. He is an all-time great caliber quarterback right now in the NFL.
Always
And that
has
could
been.
and that could absolutely be the difference in this game, as it has been all year for the Bills. But can they force a turnover? Can they force him to make a bad decision? Can they slow him down? Because I guarantee the Chiefs' defensive game plan is going to be very different this time around than it was in the regular season. And they've got the personnel to do it, which they didn't have in the first matchup.
Yeah, and do the Chiefs do something to make him feel like he's got to put on a cape? Because it's crazy. He's played amazing, and he has picked his spots when he's had to put on the cape. Josh used to wear it all the time. But we'll see. We'll see if the Chiefs can bring out the old, right? Because Lamar did it all year. Lamar hadn't had a multi-turnover game since he lost to the Chiefs in the AFC Championship game. And then he did it in one half in the biggest playoff game of his life. So we'll see. We'll see if he can pull it off. All right. Speaking of other young, quarterbacks, the young gun Jayden Daniels. And honestly, I'm posing this right now to you, Serta, because what we're hearing about Jayden Daniels, I think we were hearing the same thing about C.J. Stroud last year. I think it was the same thing. I think coming into the season, hell, you may have been one of them, had C.J. Stroud as maybe a top 5 quarterback already after 1 year, thinking that he could do stuff. I saw Greg Jennings on FS1 have him as his MVP, and that the Texans were going to win a Super Bowl, all this and that. Have we reached a point that Jayden Daniels has completely left him behind in terms of the best young quarterback? I'm legit asking that question. Are we at a space, or is it jumped? Are we moving too fast? But it feels like it's not even, like CJ's not even in the conversation with this cat anymore.
I don't think we're moving too fast, because Jayden Daniels as a rookie quarterback being in an NFC championship game is ridiculous. Like, CJ Stroud got a playoff win as a rookie. He got a playoff win this year, but he didn't make it past the divisional round, which is where we really find out who those good players are. And the way that he has played in the playoffs, like, he is playing like a special player, and they've got things to build on in Washington that I'm not sure they have to build on in Houston.
Yeah, I just CJ was so good last year, and he's clearly taking a step back. Like I don't think if we did this sort of with a group of people, I don't know that anybody would pick anybody else. I think it would have been crazy to think that anybody, when we started last year, we were doing the offseason, the start of this year, that anybody would think somebody would top CJ Stroud as being the best young quarterback in football. And if you had to start a franchise with a quarterback under 25, who would it be?
Yeah.
And I don't think it's close anymore.
It's going to be difficult, because as we see year over year in the NFL, it's just hard to be good year after year after year. And Mahomes is like the outlier, where even he can have a statistically down year, but he still makes all of the plays when it matters the most. And the Chiefs still find a way to win when they have to. But he looks really good, and the Commanders' offensive line is really good for the foreseeable future. They've got some things to build on defense, and really, I think they've been playing above their talent level on defense. Like, they've got things to keep building on and keep trying to add to that team to take them to the next level, and they're already in an NFC championship game.
But that's the thing with him, man. He's got that, man, guys love being around him thing, and he has the ability to throw the ball and put the ball where he wants to, the same fashion that CJ had in his good moments, and especially last year. But then he has legs, man, where he's gonna get 1,000-yard rushing if he wants to. Like, he damn near got it this year. Like, CJ's not bringing that part to his game. He's throwing it at the level that CJ is, and then running it for 900 yards, and has that it quality thing. So, yeah, man, I didn't think there was a chance we'd be ever saying, like, it's not even close, but I don't think it's even close anymore, where you would say who's the best young quarterback. Hell, I don't even know if CJ's second. to be honest with you. So I mean, like at this point, like I think there's some people who are really excited about what they saw from Bo Nix and Michael Penix. So
And
like
Drake May, for
Drake,
as bad a team as he was on, had some nice moments as a rookie. And now Caleb Williams has Ben Johnson.
Yeah, we'll see. Hi, Mom and Courtney.